welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten. My name is Sam and I'm doing a whip on Highland Coo, which is my fan sales picture for my sister. I am using the standard white cook tray. I'm using my multicoloured pen that my mum got me from Amazon, and I am using this storage. So this is the one with the bigger joined pots with the tray underneath, and I like to use this especially if I've got what I call a work canvas going on. So I thought I would come on today and do a whip on this, because after I've done this row, I've only got 4 rows left. Yeah, 4. I'm at work this weekend, so there's every chance I'm going to get the majority of this done this weekend, and that also means that it will then be finished and I can de-kit. So I'm going to move it over a little bit just so that it's nice and easy to be seen. Oh, I've literally just spoiled my clip across the floor, but never mind, it's fine. So I'm just going to make a start and get down to it. So it is Friday. This is my second video of the day, and just to make you aware, when I work out of these pots, I tend to do it by symbol. So I have them in DMC order. So I literally just go so that I only have to pick the pot up once. So providing I don't miss any, it makes it a little bit easier. So I'm going to make a start. So this is for my sister for her birthday in July. It is a nice canvas. The drills are lovely. The only downside to it is it's a little bit gappy. However, once it is up and framed, my sister will never know. And she doesn't watch me on YouTube, so she's not going to figure out. So I'm starting with the H symbol, and straight away I'm having issues with the tape in my pen. So I may have to get some tweezers and just turn that over. This is my second video today filming. I am feeling less tired than I was. I have been on iron tablets for about 4 weeks now, so it could just be that they're starting to do their job, which will help. Husband is back to work despite having COVID. I am still testing every day and I am still negative, which is good because I don't want it. Diamond painting wise, I haven't got a lot to tell you really. I have pulled together all the orders that I had. So I had a number of people that were ordering through email. So because I had a backlog of those orders, I have just focused on them. They are now ready to be posted out. I'm just waiting for replies to a couple of emails and then they will go. In the meantime, I am producing trays, so I'm hoping to make a decision very soon on whether I put some on Etsy or not. Now, the best way to stay up to date with whether there are trays or not is literally just to favourite my shop, and you should then get a notification when I add the trays on. But it's going to take me a while, I think, to get some stock built up, and that's the issue, is that I've not been able to build any stock. So at the minute, Dick and Dom are busily working away making large trays, or standard trays should I say, not large. So I should have some to go up soon, but I'm not putting pressure on myself. Do you know what? I am just one person. I am sort of trying to do this around the other stuff as well, so I will get them done as soon as I can, I promise. But there will be no buy-in Diamond Art Club, because currently I am in that situation where I don't know whether I'm going to be working next month or not. So for the time being, no Diamond Art Club purchases, I'm afraid. So I wanted to get this whip done today, because if I do this over the weekend and I've only got a couple of rows left, usually I would then jump on and get it finished, because I get to the last 2 rows and I just want to get it finished. So I thought if I do a whip today, and then if it's the last whip there is on this one, then so be it. Now I do need to say, I don't like using budget companies for the fact that they very often don't have licensed artwork. So that's the reason I don't use them very much. But secondly, I have got used to a certain quality. And so I don't normally buy, but I will say I was very lucky enough to get some promo packages from a number of companies. And Fansales was one of those. And I ordered the paintings that I thought I would like. Now, a lot of them I have given to my mum to do, because although they're images that I like, I do prefer the better quality ones. But all told, this cost me around £9, and it's actually, the drills are beautiful. It's just that gapping, and I think it's just that grid could do with being tightened up a touch. But do you know what? It's going to look amazing. It looks really good through the camera. And of course, as most of us do, we sort of judge how it looks on working on it close up. And actually, in reality, that's not what it looks like. It's actually usually a lot better than that. So, you know, try not to judge too harshly till it's finished. I do have a round canvas lined up next to do. I am going to do ocean, stars, sea, sky and dew, or something along that line. I'm sure everybody out there must be pissing themselves laughing every time I attempt to say that title. But it's a smaller round canvas, and that is my plan, as I've said before, is to work my way through my kitted up kits so that I can cut them down a bit, and I can then have storage free, so that if I do get something that I want to kit up and work on straight away, I can. And I can do that now. I have got a variety of storage. Empty, but it would be good to get those kitted up ones cut down a little bit. So I am going to go to any comments and questions. Now, I have missed quite a few out because they were all voting on Aries or Moon Goddess. Thank you to everyone who voted Moon Goddess, because you clearly like me. And all of those that voted for Aries, thank you for voting. I'm sure most of you were influenced by the lovely Penny from Calb Sparkles, but actually I'm really enjoying working on it. It's coming out beautifully. It will take me a bit longer because it's a bit of a bigger canvas, but you know what, I'm up for it, and I am glad that I've started it now. So that's the main thing. So I have missed out those comments where people are just voting for canvases, because, you know, we did that in the last Whip and Ramble. So I'm just going to go to comments and questions from then. So there's not too many. Can I also say thank you to everyone that's wished me well over the last sort of week or so. I am feeling much better than I was. And honestly, a lot of that is just down to having those cheery words to look at every day, and, you know, my conversations with Penny, because she's been amazing as always. I'll get there, and I kind of feel a lot better because I did make a decision about work, and now I'm just waiting to see what happens. So we'll see, and I will try and stay as positive as I can. That is the worst non-straight line I have ever seen in my life. It has stopped snowing here. Most of the snow has disappeared. But it is very cold, I have to say. So I'm just checking and having a look and seeing if I can see where I've got more of this symbol. These drills are really nice. They are very nice drills. They will be going into my spare storage. You know, they are perfectly fine to use in a conversion, so I will. Look how cute he is with his pink nose. My Highland Coo is called Hamish. I did ask Penny today if she's named hers, but she said no. Well, no, she didn't. I said, have you named your cow? And she said Sam. Yeah, that's what sort of friend she is. Just saying. So let's go to comments. Let's do that. So Fair Dust 1. So she said, hi Sam, I'm going to go with Aries. I just popped onto your site and no trays are there to buy. So this was 8 days ago, which would have been after my usual launch date of the 1st. She says, hope you will be making more. So yes, Fair Dust, I am making more because I was getting myself in a state because I wasn't able to keep up with demand. I made a decision that I wasn't going to launch them this last month and that I was going to get some of the orders done first that I've got. So that is why I believe that you are one of those. We have been in email communication. And yeah, I'll get there, you know. So I am just building up some stock. I wanted to get these orders out. The lovely Gina from Australia has ordered a big order of trays, so I didn't want to keep her waiting too long, so I made sure that I got those orders done first. I am now starting to produce some stock. Small trays I've got a fair few of, larger trays not so many, so that's what I'm doing. So I may put a few up, and what I want to get away from, I want to get away from having a launch date, because the same thing is happening every month, and I'm not complaining. I'm not. Please don't think I am. I am overwhelmed by how well these trays have been taken, and by your generosity in buying them. You know, I'm not complaining, but the issue is with everything else going on, with me working, the nails, home life, you know, running a house, all the normal stuff, having 24 orders that takes me 2 days to pack all in one go is quite a lot. So I want to get away from having a launch. I just want to start getting in the habit of putting them on a few at a time as I've got time. So that's where I'd like to get to, but I need a bit of stock to do that first. So that's why I'm taking a little bit of a break. If I decide to do a limited edition colour later on, won't be happening for a while, but later on, then I will have a launch for those, because I will spend a month making, or as much time as it takes to use a whole roll, and then I'll put them up when I finish. So that is the idea. So there will be more going up. I apologise to anyone who's waiting. I promise you they're worth it. And we had some issues with the printer as well. We had an issue with the original printer, which is Dom. He decided that he was going to throw a little bit of a paddy and not print correctly. So we had to fiddle around with the print on that. And then obviously Dick, which is the new machine, we have been trying stuff out on, because the settings are different. They don't print the same way. Think my husband has sussed it now, but it has taken us you know, 2 or 3 weeks to get there, but I think we're there now. I'm now adept at starting the new machine off as well. Fingers crossed they will be back on Etsy very, very soon, so stick with us. She also says, my mum's real sick right now, in hospital for a month and maybe more. I was disappointed I didn't get a chance to get trays, but hoping more in the future. Yeah, keep an eye out. They will be going on there, I promise. And sooner or later, everybody will have one, or 2, or 4, or as many as you want. So please hold off. They are coming. I'm sorry that your mum isn't well. I wish you all the best. I wish your mum all the best too. And thank you for taking the time to comment. I do appreciate it. when anyone comments. I really do. And I can promise you that I live for my comments. It keeps me going when times aren't quite as easy. So thank you for that. Next comment is kitting up this image from Ellie. She said, "Hi Sam, I love this canvas. Your sister is very lucky to get a gift that you will spend your time and life doing." She will. She was literally, when she came over and I was showing her all my diamond art clubs and stuff, she was proper ripping into me. "You're so sad, you need to get out more," all that sort of thing. And then I said to her, "I've got one that you'll like." And I showed her this, and straight away she was going, "Yeah, okay, I like that one. Do me that one." So why not do it as a gift? Because at least it will get displayed somewhere. And I didn't originally buy it for that reason. I originally bought it because it was cute. But yeah, it's all working out for the better. My sister gets a nice birthday present. And I get the enjoyment of doing it in the meantime. And that's what I love about diamond painting. Even if you're giving them out for gifts, you've got the enjoyment of doing the actual diamond painting itself. Makes all the difference. So thank you for commenting on that. Catherine Blacharski, she said, "I'm going to use my spare round drills to decorate Christmas bulbs and other ornaments. I've also purchased a couple of wooden letters from Hobby Lobby and will decorate those for my daughter and my great-granddaughter as Christmas gifts this year. Thanks for another great video and enjoy the rest of your week, Sam." Oh, thank you, Catherine. They are all fabulous ideas for using your round drills for. I have been on and subscribed to Joan Diamond Paints because I was told that she has done a conversion using round drills. So I'm going to have a look at that because I quite like the idea of that. And there are other things that I could be doing, but like literally every spare second I get, I spend doing my diamond painting. I'm not sure I've got time to do something else. I do have a crochet project on the go, which I had a good couple of days doing on and haven't touched it since. So, but I've left it out in the sunroom to try and convince me to do a little bit more. And I will at some point. It will happen. But thank you very much for commenting, Catherine. All great ideas. You know, there's always something you can do with these spares. Anything that avoids just throwing them away, because I'm not about wasting. And of course I am setting up an extras box just in case I see of anyone wanting some drills and I've got them, because I'd quite like to do that as well. I think it's quite nice to be able to help out others. So that is an option also. Thank you for commenting. Okay, so these next comments, they were all on my catch-up video of Sneaky Cat and the next canvas. This is where I revealed that I would be working on Aries. And a lot of these are about how low I was feeling last week. You know, I did have a difficult week. So the first one is literally from Penny at Calb Sparkles, and it just says, "Love you." Thanks, mate. Love you too, even though you annoy the crap out of me. Seriously helped me get through, you know, a couple of really bloody low days, and did me the world of good by keeping me talking, which is always a good thing when you can. I said this on the live last night, you know, when people have anxiety, depression, you tend to do one of two things. You're either a fight or a flight person, and I am a definite flight person. I will just withdraw. I will just shut myself away in my room and I will just sleep as much as I possibly can to escape anything, to escape stress. And it's not a good way of doing it, really, because you're just holding on to it. And Penny has forced me to talk. She hasn't, you know, allowed me to disappear for too long. You know, she's sort of been understanding and said, you know, I'll leave you for today, but I'm going to ring you tomorrow. And sometimes that's all you need. And, you know, Penny gets it because she knows what it's like. So I am sorry for anyone that, you know, that doesn't understand why I took the step back that I did. But sometimes I just have to. Sometimes I just have to take a step back and take the pressure off myself, because that's what makes me worse. It's panicking and worrying about doing things for other people when what I should be doing is taking the time just to focus on me. So thank you, Penny. Love you too. Yesenia, she says, hi, Sam. Sometimes you just need some time to get better, and do not worry. Your health comes first. We will be waiting. Bless you. Thank you so much, Yesenia. She says, I have myasthenia gravis autoimmune disease, and I have time where I just need to regroup until I get better. We love you. Mi corazon bello. Oh, thank you, Yesenia. I honestly couldn't get through some of this shit without you guys. I really couldn't. You honestly do give me a reason to keep going. And that's all you need sometimes. You just need a reason to keep going. But you're right. Sometimes we just need to turn off. We just need to switch off. And the other thing is, although, so if you take Etsy, you know, people that are visiting Etsy and looking at your products are viewing you very much as a business. But it's not really a business, is it? It is literally just me printing off trays as much as I can and dealing with all of that. I'm not approaching it with a business mind. I'm approaching it with a crafter's mind. And I think people forget that. And when you have some mental health issues, I'm not saying all of them, and I'm not saying everybody's the same, but for me, every criticism, as constructive as it may be, I will take negatively because I can't let it go. And then I start getting upset, and then I overthink it. And especially when I've had a tough time at work, and, you know, I've worked 3 days in a row, and I've been doing nails, and I've been doing trays, and it just becomes too much. It's like I get overwhelmed by sounds and sights and speaking. So when I hit that point where I've got to back off, you know, I'm not thinking with the business brain. I am just like, I can't do that today. You know, and there will be times that I do that. There will be times where I have to literally just step away for a few days. And, you know, I don't envision doing it. I don't plan to do it. It just happens when the anxiety gets triggered really badly. It just happens. I don't have any control. So my hope is that people will watch things like this and go, do you know what? It's understandable. Yes, you are running a small business, but you are literally just trying to keep it afloat as well as do the other stuff. And you don't always have the time for that. I don't have anywhere near enough time to not only just diamond paint, but also just to watch people on YouTube. You know, those days are long gone already of being able to sit and just watch YouTube for a few hours. But it is getting better, you know, and as time moves on, I will learn to manage it better. It's all new to me too, but having people like yourself, Yesenia, Ellie, Elsa, Leandri, Sharon Wildboar, all of you, it means so much to hear from you, so thank you. Jan Beale sent me a lovely little cat head with love heart eyes. Thank you, Jan. Ellie says, hi Sam, listen, we all want you and each other, I'm sure, to be okay. Yeah, I know. You have to take time out and do whatever will help you. I have very low mood at the moment too, and it is hard. And I don't have a family to look after or a job, so don't be hard on yourself. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Ellie. It is. I think we're always hard on ourselves though, aren't we? That's part of it. We don't give ourselves a break. We you know, I think as people, we're naturally hard on ourselves. And I'm sorry that you're having a hard time too. It's bloody awful when you're in it. It really is. But it's just having that backup of someone saying it's okay, you know, it's fine. So thank you. She said, your trays I've been checking daily and I'm sure everyone can wait till you're ready. Thank you. So glad you have Penny for support and you make each other smile. Take care, hun, Ellie. Thank you, Ellie. It's really appreciated. There will be some trays going on soon. I'm just frantically building at the minute. Not frantically, I mean, I'm not killing myself for it. I'm just trying to, now we've got the errors ironed out as well, because of course you know that you're going to have issues with trays the minute you need them. Of course you are, because that's how flipping life works. But I am trying to take that on board and try not to be quite so hard on myself. So thank you for that, Ellie. Amy, she says, I've watched all of your whip and rambles now. Oh, bless you. I hope it wasn't too intense for you. Sharon, the lovely Sharon Wildboar, hope you feel better soon. Have a wonderful, relaxing weekend, Sam. Oh, thank you, Sharon. I did. I got lots done at the weekend, which is unusual for me. And I did lots of diamond painting too. And yeah, I just needed that. I didn't need my husband to come down with COVID, mind you. But I did need the rest, definitely. Absolutely love the colours in this canvas. Philica, she says, dearest Sam, I admire and value your honesty. I long to have some trays of yours, but will wait patiently for you to sell. Well, she doesn't need to wait because I've got her order ready. She did email me, so that is ready to go. I just need to send it off. So not a problem, Vilica. You will have yours soon. I have 5 canvases for your mum. Tell me where to send them in a personal message and I'll do so. We love from the Netherlands. So I do need to email her back about that. But thank you, Vilica. And I know from reading a later on comment that you've had a bit of a tough week again. But I will answer that in a minute because I'm going to come up to that bit. So Vilica will be getting her trays. So it's all good. I feel like I'm getting somewhere again now. I really do. Okay. Lisa's Colouring Corner. She says, oh, Sam, I sure hope you feel better soon and that any and all problems are resolved. She said, I was wondering about the trays. I'll wait for a bit as I want both a large and a small tray. Thank God you have a friend like Penny to keep an eye on you. Take all the time you need. We'll all be here when you feel up to recording again. I definitely wanted to wait. On that video you're commenting on, I know that I sounded very flat. And I didn't want to record when I felt like that because, you know, a lot of us do diamond painting for the same reason. We do it because we have mental health flares. And the last thing I want to do is to bring somebody else down. Because that's not what you want to do, is it? When you've got mental health issues. I am much better. It's still a little bit up and down sometimes. You know, some days I'm feeling much better. Other days are a bit of a mixed bag. I had a very good day yesterday. Today I'm okay because I'm not at work. That's the issue. So I'm just taking it a day at a time. And today I felt like filming. So I'm filming because I wanted to, not because I felt I had to. And that's the difference. I think if I reach a point where I have to film a video, then that's the point where I stop enjoying it so much. So I don't want to reach that point. Give these another little shake and just see if I can get them to line up a little bit better. But it's all good. I mean, I'm getting through these canvases quite well. That's good. I did treat myself to some washi tape the other day, and retail therapy always helps. So it makes it harder when I need the retail therapy, but I haven't got the money to do the retail therapy. But you know, it will get better again. So I've just got to keep going. Simple as that. And I promise. And Penny is keeping me very much on track. She does make me laugh so freaking hard. We have such a good giggle sometimes. Sometimes over the stupidest stuff as well. It's not even like we think it's funny. I'm not sure everybody else would, but we do. We both have quite a dark sense of humour as well. So, you know, it's our standard to slag each other off. And find that funny. But anyway, it's getting there. It's getting there. I think once I get this work issue sorted out, I will probably, you know, one way or the other, I will probably feel a lot better. So, just time. Pretty much. Is that all of my Ks? Now, I've got a couple that are standing up because obviously I'm multi-place. They don't always lay down particularly well when you're multi-place. There we go. Got some in here. It doesn't help when the colours are all similar either. I'm sure if I've missed any, I will find them when I'm filling out the other colours. So I'm not going to panic too much. It is fine. I can get them out again. Right, so just bear with me. Okay, I had to have a quick toilet break. Tammy Berkey. She says, Sam, taking care of yourself is what's important. We'll be sending good thoughts your way and we'll be here when you're up to it. So glad you have a friend like Penny who has your back. Thank you very much, Tammy. I am obviously sending your good thoughts helped a lot because I am feeling better than I was, which is good. I'm doing my best at the minute. I'm doing my best to not go back to bed. Anyone with anxiety and depression will know that that's half the battle, is avoiding going back to bed. Because I could do that quite easily most days. So I'm trying not to. Now, on the other side, I do have fibro. We do get exhaustion, fatigue with that. Sometimes I can't help it. If I have an incredibly busy day at work, I just get, you know, I just need to have that complete rest and just get some sleep. So it does happen, but I'm trying not to if I can, just to try and keep a hold on my, to make sure I sleep at night, really, because if I'm not sleeping at night either, that makes it even worse. So that's what I'm working on at the minute, is to avoid snoozing too much, taking unnecessary naps, and try not to just shut off, because it's not always a good thing to do. I think that's all that for the Zs. We haven't got too many of those, but thank you for messaging. Maria Kassar, she commented on my tracker video. She just gave me some love hearts. Thank you, Maria. Very much appreciated. Always helps to feel the love. And then we've got Stephanie Cost, also on the catch up on Sneaky Cat. She just says, Sam, I hope you feel better. Anxiety and depression is so hard. Hell yeah. She says, suffer from both. Glad you have, Penny. Friends help get us through tough times. I will watch your older videos too. Hang in there. Lots of people love you. Please don't forget that. Hugs to you. Thank you, Stephanie. I'll try not to forget that. And I do love my YouTube family. Absolutely. The decision to start doing YouTube has been the best decision I've made in a long time. I had a moment there where I thought I was putting that on the wrong symbol. Not only did I make an incredible friend like Penny, but I have met and spoken to many, many amazing people on here. I'm so lucky. And literally, you guys do keep me going. You do, because I've got something to keep going for. And I did promise, I don't even remember who it was, but someone once said to me, please don't just withdraw without saying anything, because I'll worry. And that's the thing. I don't want you guys to worry. It is just the way that I deal with my, not even the anxiety so much. It's like the anxiety is triggered. Sometimes that anxiety will be fine on its own. Well, not fine, but it will just be the anxiety being triggered. Sometimes it starts to trigger the depression. It's the depression that I'm more worried about, which I know sounds really bad, but with anxiety, a lot of the time I have tools and friends and family that can help pull me back up. And sometimes that can be really quick. You know, I will have a massive anxiety attack and it's done and over within like 24 hours. But it's the depression I'm scared of, because depression sometimes can be so difficult to pull yourself out of, and sometimes can take weeks, even months. And I really do try hard not to drop like that. You know, I'm aware it can happen, and I'm fighting all the time to not let that happen. So it is debilitating. I'm not gonna lie. It is life-changing having depression and anxiety, really, because you have to live your life in a different way because of the way that it works. You know, you avoid certain situations, you do certain things, you don't do certain times of the day, you know, all that sort of stuff. I mean, just shopping. I avoid shopping on a weekend, food shopping on a weekend. I avoid food shopping when the kids have already come out of school, because those things mean more people. And then it's too peoply for me. That's where I'm having a hot flush now. Add that in as well, you know, add the wonderful menopause in. Yeah, it's a lot to deal with all in one go, and sometimes it's just a bit much, but I did promise that I wouldn't just disappear. And although I don't want to be one of them people that posts up constant depression, anxiety videos, I wanted to make you guys aware, you know, if there was a gap. And this is exactly why I don't have a schedule, because I can't commit to that, because I just don't know. I just don't know how I'm going to be, how I'm going to feel, how I'm going to react to stuff. So have I got any R's? I've got a couple down here, not many. So thank you very much, Stephanie. I really appreciate it. Billy Anderson, she says, I'm glad you talked about it. I hope it helps talking and having a friend to talk to. You're in my prayers. Thank you, Billy. You have to do what is best for you. You come first always. I hope things get worked out. Well, hopefully, Billy, things will get worked out. There are a couple of things that need to happen at work for that to happen, but one way or another I should have a resolution by the end of this next week. Fingers crossed. And whichever way it goes, I will deal with it. Simple as that. I can't do anything else. Right, didn't need too many of those, but I definitely need a few more teas. So thank you for that. She also says, I wouldn't worry about the trays. Build your supply and don't stress. That's what I'm trying to do. I am trying. But I do kind of feel like I need to get some up soon, because I don't like people waiting. You know, when you've got something that works, you just want to share it. But I will do my best, Billy. And she says, I know I love my tray and people will be back for them. I do hope so. Don't feel you need to say sorry. Prayers, you matter. Hugs and love, Sam. Thank you so much, Billy. It's very, very much appreciated. And, you know, I am only one person. Just little old me, 5'2". You know, just trying to get as much done as I can, and to, you know, I don't like letting people down. So, doing best with it. And, you know, and I think it's also that fact of making people understand that I do have limited capability. To work one part-time job is an achievement. To work 2 is bloody good. To actually do 3 if you include the trays, and 4 if you include the home stuff, you know, I'm fighting a pretty strong battle here. You know, I'm giving it my all. And that's all I can give. I can't do any more than that. So unfortunately, that does mean that now and again I need to take a bit of a break. So, but I will keep that all on board, and I appreciate it so much, Billy. Thank you very much. Debbie Ford. Now this is on Sneaky Cat Review and Kitten Down. She says, very nice canvas. Thank you very much, Debbie. I have to say, I did thoroughly enjoy working on it. It was an absolute dream. The colours are phenomenal. I really enjoyed seeing it come alive. And actually watching it once it was done, because I was rolling it as I was going because of the size. Once it was done and I was able to unroll it, oh my word. Absolutely stunning. So if anyone has the opportunity of getting it, please do. You will not be disappointed. I promise. It's absolutely beautiful. So thank you very much, Debbie. Sharon, when my bags get full, I start a new bag and I put the full bag in a box to give away to people that need them. Hope you're feeling a little better. I am feeling a little better, Sharon. Thank you. And I am going to do exactly the same thing. My extra bag of round 310s has gone into a separate box. I'm going to get onto a couple of the de-stash groups and stuff. I know that there's a group called Got Diamonds UK and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to join a couple of those groups and see if I can help people out, because I'd rather do that than have them go to waste. And of course you have sent me drills before, so you know it is very much welcomed when people are looking for things in particular. So great advice, and I am absolutely going to do that. Ellie. So Ellie says, hi Sam, I love this canvas, and every time I look at it I can see our boy Elfie, who is ginger and white, but the fluffiness is in him in the winter. Oh god, Pepper gets so flipping fluffy when she hasn't been groomed. We've just had her groomed after a 3-month non-grooming. Jesus, she was big. Instant diet when we had her cut. She said he is now losing clumps of fluff, so he's annoying, lol. I think you sound better than you did on, was it Friday? I hope you get whatever it is troubling you sorted soon. Hugs and thanks for the reveal and cutting down. I'm hoping so too. I do feel a bit better in myself, Ellie, so thank you very much. Let me get my next colour out, which is the O's. Tammy Berkey, she says, I've only been diamond painting since October, so my spares aren't massive. I just ordered the Ultra Kit from Penny so I can get them organised. Woo! Excellent. She said, can't wait to see it. I'm blown away by the ingenuity. Everything you need in one kit. I know, right, Tammy? It is. That woman just has the best ideas. And the first time I saw her tabbed index cards in reality, I was like, you need to do something with this, Penny, because people would pay for this, and people do, because instead, you know, when I set my spare storage up, I got labels from from one place, I got my box from another, I got bags from somewhere else. I had to wait for all that to come in, and then I had to say, oh, it was a ball ache. Whereas if I could have gone on and just brought everything ready done, bags, labels, everything, it would have been so much easier. So I'm so pleased that you ordered. You're gonna love it, and even more so, you're gonna love getting it all set up as well. So thank you for ordering from Penny. I know that she really appreciates it, and I'm glad that you enjoyed seeing them. I love mine, absolutely. Okay, Billy Anderson, oh my, this painting is gorgeous. I love the colours and the confetti, and just darling, love it. Love watching you kit down. You sound a lot better than you did the other day. I am feeling better, Billy, thank you. Hope you're taking time for yourself and getting less stress in your life. So glad you have diamond painting to help with your stress. It is a stress reliever. It absolutely is a stress reliever. And that's pretty much what I did. I sort of took some time to just sit and diamond paint, and sometimes I was diamond painting with Penny on the phone and we were just chatting, and sometimes I just sat and watched YouTube or Netflix or whatever, just had it running in the background, and it did do me the world of good. So thank you very much, and thank you for asking if I'm okay. Better now. I'm better than I was, so thank you. She also says, I keep my leftovers from DAC in Tic Tac type containers, and the leftovers after they are full are in a system like you have here. Have a wonderful week, and you're in my prayers. Hugs and love. Oh, thank you so much, Billy, and to anyone that has been sending me positive thoughts and hugs and all that sort of thing. It's clearly helping, and I appreciate it so much, because nobody wants to feel miserable, do they? Nobody does. So I am feeling much better. I have eaten a huge amount of chocolate though, which is not a good thing, especially because I do not need to be putting any weight on, but I'll deal with that later. It's fine. So thank you very much, Billy. Stephanie Cost, love your storage system. Well, you have Penny to thank for that, to be honest, because I obviously did the original idea from watching Admiral Zest, but Penny's tab system and stickers have made my storage so nice, and it's even better now, because now I've restarted doing it in the same layout as Penny's, because I want to be just like her. True. True. I want to have this beautiful, I've literally just done a video on the second of my revamping videos, and it's looking so good. One box is done, so thank you for that. I need to make, ordered items from Penny on Saturday. Yes, I need to make mine pretty. Ordered a small cross stitch from Jade Gem Shop. I brought thick storage bags a long time ago from Amazon for spare drills. I have seen stuff from Jade's Gem Shop. I've never bought from there. I have got a cross stitch somewhere, but I haven't actually started it. I love doing cross stitch, but it's just time consuming. I'm quite impatient, so that's why I latched on to diamond painting, because I'm quicker at diamond painting than stitch, and I'm not the best stitcher anyway. I was always catching my fingers. But I'm glad that you've got a little one, so I hope that you enjoy doing that. The thick storage bags, as I've said before, yes, I could order them, but to be honest, the card that I use for my inserts is leftover card anyway, so it hasn't really cost me anything. And to replace all the bags, it would be quite expensive, because I'd need... It's like, I was having a look on Amazon, it was like $4.99 for 100 bags. And to be honest, once they're full, you don't need the card anyway, so I can reuse the card. So yeah, I'm probably just going to stick with the cheapy ones that I've got because they work really well and they're not very expensive. So, but thank you for the advice. Just try and get that last one in there. I'm just making sure I don't need any of that. There we go. There's one. It's quite hard when you've got L's and J's. It might just be me, but I find them quite hard to see. But thank you very much for commenting. Crafty JJ Newton, she said, thank you. I enjoyed your video. Love kitting down. I like kitting down because I know my painting's finished and I know my next one's going to start. So I do enjoy kitting down. And I like it to be all neat and tidy and organised. If only the rest of my life was that way, I would be a very happy lady. Unfortunately not for anyone that would look into my chest of drawers in my bedroom or even my wardrobe. Geez. Yeah, not organised in the slightest. Isn't it weird how you focus on some things? So like my Filofax is very organised, diamond painting stuff, same. But my clothes, nah. Like literally, I will just chuck anything in there. Anything in with anything. There's no organisation skills at all. I'm losing my sticky and my pen, so I'm just going to switch pens rather than take the time to put more wax in because I've nearly come to the end of my comments, and that would be a nice place to start. I think a nice place to stop, sorry, not start. A nice place to stop would be the end of my comments because then I'm up to date. So hi Sam, Darcy Foster. Hi Darcy. She says, hi Sam, ditched the 2 mil bags for 4 mil and allowed me to eliminate the card in each bag. Makes kitting down so much faster. Like I said, absolutely. It just doesn't bother me so much, to be honest. I mean, I might at some point if I, you know, if there ever comes a point where we come across decent bags at a cheap price. But at the minute, it doesn't really bother me too much. I mean, I hate the fact that a lot of the time I don't keep the Diamond Art Club bags because they're just not very good. So I hate the fact that I end up throwing those away. Because I do hate throwing anything away if I can. Oh, it's going to be one of those finishes, isn't it, where I'm just dropping drills everywhere. Can't pick it up. Try and sort this out. Just want to pick that drill up. I hate it when you lose your sticky, but I think my stickies pen is actually a 6-placer. Not that it matters, I can do square with a 6-placer, but I've got quite a bit here to get done. So let me just let that colour in. That's that, which helps. Debbie Ford, I'm sorry, but I did not thank you for my tray. Thank you. Oh, don't worry, Debbie, not a problem. You know, it's been difficult. It didn't help at the beginning of the year with the whole Royal Mail strikes and not being able to post international and stuff. That caused me such nightmares. I literally was panicking so much because orders weren't turning up. They were going missing. I couldn't find them. I couldn't track them. Oh, it was awful. It seems to be much better now, but don't worry, not a problem. I'm glad that that you got it okay. I'm getting slightly annoyed that my tape's not very sticky. I didn't want to use a 6-placer, although I know that that one is sticky because I was using it earlier. Is that all for the bees? I think it is. Thank you very much. And then we've got D's. So we then have Yesenia. She says, buenos dias. Thank you. She said, just working and lurking. Oh, Love that too. We'll get these in. And next comment is from the the very funny Busy Lizzie. Hi Lizzie. She says, hi Sam. I love these longer videos and I'm very excited to start Aries and the DIY DP in May too. Yes, hashtag DIY DP. I don't know what happened at work. I understand you want to keep it private, but I just want to say to keep your head up. Whatever you're going through won't last forever. You will get through it and we'll be here for you when you need us. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lizzie. Work will be, you know, it will be resolved one way or another. I'm kind of at that point now where I'm done getting stressed over it. There's no point. It's not going to achieve anything. So there should be a resolution of sorts by the end of this week, I'm hoping. And then I will go from there. I can't do anything until these meetings have happened. So, and it's not that I don't want to go into it. At this point in time, I can't because I do have a couple of subscribers that are people that I work with. And I don't want to get myself in trouble. Do you know what I mean? Part of my job is to be discreet, to be professional, and it's not professional for me to, that's the only reason, otherwise I would tell you. So bear with me. I will update when I know more. Is about it. That's about as far as I can go. Why am I having so many problems with tape? Right, so last comment, Sharon Wildboar. She just says, hi Sam, I hope everything is sorted out for you soon. Keep your chin up. You're a strong lady. Thanks for this video. Have a relaxing day. Thank you very much, Sharon. I am trying desperately to keep my chin up. I am a strong lady, but I think even the strongest are only as strong as the people around them. So, you know, if it wasn't for you guys with your positive comments and Penny with her, you fucking got this, get it sorted. Excuse my language, but, you know, pretty much how it is. I would be a lot worse off. So I am going to leave it there because I've come to the end of my comments. I've only got a couple more. There's also the fact that I need to reload my pen because it's driving me mad. And I need a hot cup of coffee. So I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you for joining me for this whip and ramble. I hope that you got some work done on your whip as well. I will be back hopefully very soon with another video, and please do like the video if you like the content, subscribe and hit that notification bell because that will tell you when I upload or when I plan to do a live. I will be back very soon with another one. I'm going to leave Hamish half done and I will complete him off camera. Thank you very much for joining me. It is, as always, over and out from this kitten. Bye bye.